Oh, we about to start in just a minute. I'm live from the garage. And we got some things to talk about tonight, man. Let me plug this up real quick. And we're gonna go ahead and get started, man. We got some news. We got some fat news right now. And there have been a lot of how can I say this? There's been a lot of noise surrounding this. So without further ado, man, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Marvel Knights, the world to come by Joe Quesada and Christopher Priest creates the future of the Marvel universe. This June, Visionary. Let me blow this up. Let me go. Yeah, this June, Visionary Marvel creator Joe Quesada and Christopher Priest reunite in Marvel Knights, the world to come, a 6-issue comic book series set in the future of the Marvel universe. This has 1,000% to do with your King T'Challa. Now, this dropped, I think, earlier today. If you are a Black superhero fan, you have seen this. It's a 6-issue mini. And before it got cooking on the internet already has decided to give their verdict on this. And I'm going to get into why this is controversial. But before I do, let me warn you. If you are here and you want to hear me get upset, just start lighting torches and spazzing and crashing out, you're not going to see that. I'm sorry. You're not going to see that. I'm just here to report and give the information. I'm pretty sure we're going to do a follow-up with a lot of different YouTubers. Some YouTubers have already started talking about this. Some outlets have already started talking about this. Twitter has already given their verdict. Well, the controversial part to this, and I'm going to get to the comments, and then we need to wait and see. This was written in 2017. What's up, BCF fam? Yeah, this was written allegedly a while back. And look, I don't even know where to start because I want to make sure I do it justice. Let me plug this in. I want to do this justice to the fans and things like that. So basically, I'll just come out and say it, man. There's people that are saying that this is part of the agenda to kill off Black Panther, to kill off T'Challa. Recounting the history behind Marvel Knights, Quesada said in September 1998, Marvel Knights Daredevil 1 hit the stands, blah, 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 blah. But let's get to the part that was controversial about this. More than 20 years later, I started, okay, let's just check out because I'm going to wrap up. Let me scroll down a little bit. Some pretty dope panels on the inside. The world to come. So basically, here's the synopsis: the king of Wakanda is dead, leaving unguarded the world's most advanced technology, most precious metal, and cryptic vault of dark secrets, while triggering global conflicts amongst Marvel's heroes, villains, and mutants. With T'Challa gone, in the future of the Marvel Universe teetering on vibranium knife's edge, a tribal challenge ensues for Wakanda's throne. It is mysterious Victor who emerges as the new leader of Wakanda to usher in the world to come. So, with Chadwick Boseman's passing, come on, man, the elephant in the room. With Chadwick Boseman's passing, with them killing T'Challa off in the film, with some of the video games hinting to, okay, it might not, T'Challa might not be there. But then they later said, we're going to allow you to choose your Black Panther. That became another inflammatory point. It's like we keep hearing them killing off something to do with death or removal of T'Challa. And that's been kind of in place since 2020. So we're Fast forward almost 5 years later, and we're still kind of dealing with this. And as a seasonal troll, this is clearly Marvel trolling Black Panther fans. And I think partially they understand that, well, this is the first time in a while, or probably ever, outside of Spawn, but like movie wise, that Black people have really bit on really hard. And so, like, we can shake things up. And I don't know, man. I don't know. I know a lot of people are upset about this. I seen a lot of posts. How long have he's been gone? If he's gone, I don't know how long he's gone in this universe. I definitely know this ain't gonna be 616. And so I know a lot of people are like, oh, if it's not 616, it's Elseworld. Why are people crying? But it's still the energy surrounding death of T'Challa, which makes for just controversy, and people just do not like it. Now I could show the comments that people have been throwing at Marvel. But one thing I understand about our community is that we're not willing to divest. No matter what they do to T'Challa, folks are not going to stop buying. Some people will, but a lot of people won't. And a lot of people just do not want to see this. And and it's like I can't help to think or believe that Marvel doesn't see it. Like they have to be on Twitter watching people go in and being so upset. But I also think that the trolling them is like I think they get off on it. I think they know that y'all wouldn't do this with Monica Rambeau. Y'all not gonna do this with Josiah Bradley, Falcon, whether he's Captain America or not. Y'all not gonna do this. And so now they have the one Spawn. Y'all not gonna do this. So now they found that one hero that they can play head games with y'all. And I don't know, man. For me, lately, with the last couple of years, I've kind of been over getting mad or getting overly excited about certain books that are coming out. I'm more so into art. I do action figures. And I've already got the FF52, the Green Lantern 87s. I got the historical books. I got the first origin, Avengers 87 of Black Panther. So I know they can't go back and mess with that. They're going to write stories that I'm not going to like. A lot of people are upset that Priest is involved in this. And which is a little weird to me because, yes, Priest laid down a lot of major tracks for this character. I mean, honestly, without Priest, I don't think we would be where we are today. I mean, granted, you have Kirby, you got McGregor, and they laid down some of the base, the base foundation. But the building blocks and everything that we would see through the Coates run, and Priest really took it and just punched it in the face, took it like out of sight. I just don't. I'm not even gonna get into that. But Priest has taken some liberties. Even when he wrote the Priest, you had Happy Pants Black Panther. You had Black Panther like going to this Elseworld after losing to Killmonger, dressing up like Batman and Robin. You had the white savior that was in the comic. And granted, we didn't have social media at the time, and nobody was crying. People just enjoyed it. People just bought it. And plus, compared to every other Black superhero, Black Panther was long standing. It was 1998, and this book I think went up to 2003 or something like that. So this book was coming out, and it showed a bulletproof Superman-ish character. So now that he's back involved with this, I think just makes for some controversy. I don't know what his angle is. I think he just wants to tell a good story. I don't think. I think people think because they get in front of a microphone or they're on Twitter that people are like, oh, they're talking bad about this book. Maybe we shouldn't put it out. No, they're absolutely gonna put it out. They're gonna go in and you either gonna read it or you're not. That's just kind of what it is. I tell people all the time, we do not own these characters. These characters belong to a white company. And you can't expect great Black things, the best Black things out of white companies. You can't suck on a white tit and expect Black milk. So if you're very, 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 very upset about this and you're just lighting your torch again, I mean, you better go buy some other torches, more torches, because they're going to continue to do this because this is their character. They're going to do as they say, as they see fit. Regardless of what you type, regardless of what I say in front of a microphone, these characters belong to them. Let me get into a little bit of the comics. They didn't really think Black. Let me see what this one says. They didn't really think Black Panther was going to inspire like this, so they are trying to break that down as much as possible. That one movie had our folks locked in, and it was doing something. It was. I mean, the funny thing is, you can print money just by keeping them in there. My thing is, from a business, like Black Panther was not my gateway into Black superheroes. It was Falcon and Luke Cage. Black Panther 2018 showed me that there's actually a community that's into Black superheroes. At least I thought there's actually more so a community that is into microphone's messed up here. There's more so a community that is into Black Panther, maybe more than Black superheroes as of right now. But I think that's starting to change. I'm getting a lot of feedback in my microphone. I'm not sure why. All right, I'm back. But we'll see what happens. I'm not, the artwork in this doesn't look too crazy. Man, every time my audio, something is always going wrong when I'm trying to do a live. But we just have to hope for the best with the story. You are going to get Storm and T'Challa. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on here, but they definitely are killing him off. Charles, let's see what Charles is talking about. Charles says they want a strong, ideal Black man, but back in a box. Perhaps. But guess what? When I yell support Black Indie Comics, because they're going to give you what you want, people tuck their head down. People drop their head down. They do one of these numbers, and this is why that's Black independent, the good stuff should be at the forefront because of stuff like this. If you really, really hate this should make you want to go buy more Black indie comics that are A1, that are top tier. But it doesn't, because we're not there yet. This is still the cream, the pinnacle of all of Black perfection. It's almost like T'Challa is our super soldier formula. Like he is the pinnacle. So we gotta get to a point to where we're not letting them control our anger. And I feel like right now, do y'all hear feedback in the microphone? Because I'm hearing feedback in my headphones. Controversy sales, maybe. I tell you one thing, the last controversial thing I saw with Black Panther is when Eve Ewing introduced the transgender, which we all thought was a female, right? Everybody thought, oh, T'Challa finna get a new love interest. Turns out it was a transgender, and people it was like radio silence on the internet. Nobody came because you can't say anything, because you can't speak against that, or people will call you homophobic, you'll get canceled. So a lot of people just kept their mouth shut. But that was a little thing that they kind of played with, and then they kind of pulled back because it was like, hey man, let's just write a good story, because if you make him and her or him get into this thing, we might just lose the IP after that. Black Sands, Blood War, Tales of Shun. Listen, Richard said it, and I've been saying it for years. Every time, nothing wrong, Williams, when you brought that up. But when a lot of people bring up Black Indies, Black Sands gonna be the first one to come up. Richard was like, people can't even name any of the characters. But yeah, Black Sands is one. Acolyte with Concrete Comics. I like Freestyle Comics. Folks should definitely be buying those. But here's my thing. Let's say that this is the straw that broke the camel's back. Are you going to divest from supporting and buying Black Panther comic books from Marvel Comics? Because if you're not, what's the point? Listen, you have every right to get on the keyboard. Go to Twitter right now. If you don't think I'm like, oh, you're trying to blow this up for shares and likes. No, go to Twitter right now. They're going in. Go on social media right now. They're going in. Now, there's some spaces that are not going in on this. Particularly, this was posted up in the Black Comic Lords group, and people are a little like, some people are like actually excited for this. Let's head over to Black Comic Lords real quick, and let's take a look and see what people are talking about. It's been posted 3 times, which is kind of annoying, but it's what it is. Let's take a look here. We're gonna scroll down. I put that in there. So Paul posted this up. We got 6 comments. Let's see what the comments was. All right. Cool T says, okay, so Quesada is actually doing the art. This could be good until I read. This will change the Marvel Universe forever. Oh, crap. Fantastic. Priest hopefully will undo the horrific damage Coates and Ridley and Eve Ewing did to Per most beloved character. Yeah, maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Coates and Ridley. I'm not gonna talk about Ridley because I'm a little indifferent about that book. I don't hate that book as much as a lot of people do because it was controversial. And I know it was posted here. People were talking about it, and like I said, then right up under there, it was posted again. And if you're not in the Black Comic Lords group, I don't know where you're getting your information unless you're like on Twitter somewhere. But this is in my opinion, and I know this is my favorite website of all time, but like in my opinion, this is the best group to be in. Like you're not going to miss. And we're going to get into what Paul does weekly, which is going to League of Comic Geek, and he actually has a pull list every week. Like, oh, you get to the store like, oh crap, what should I pull up? I'm gonna show you guys how to actually fix that and find books to pick up every week. But I'm gonna segue into that a little bit later. Okay, so King Sigma says, I'm on the Uncle Nearest again. Oh man, I got some lick too. I gotta throw it in the freezer. I might not get on it because it's a little hot in this garage. Also, as well, if you're like Herschel, what are you doing in your garage? I'm in my garage because we're getting new floors. And we got like a machine in there running. So I gotta come into the garage. It's cool out here. And we get a lot of stuff done, like some work done on our house. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna come out here. That loud fan that's in there, I don't want to have to get that. I have technical issues as it is enough. But if you're just joining us, yes, there is a new Black Panther run that is. Are you guys hearing static? Because I am. Let me know in the comments if you guys are hearing static. If you're not hearing static, please tell me you're not hearing static. I'll just ignore it and keep going. But I need somebody to tell me if they are hearing static on their speaker. Let me adjust this a little bit. There we go. Black Sands. Okay. Yes, I do. Crap. Okay, I think I just stopped it. I had to move my mic. I miss the days when Black Panther was under the radar. Was under the radar character. Patrick, what do you mean by that? I think I know what you mean by under the radar character, but is that if he goes back there, what's going to, like, the fandom is going to get just that, oh man, the fandom is just going to get just that much more pissed if he goes back to the under the radar character. I think you're talking about before the Priest run. You're talking about early 90s, all of the 80s pretty much type of character. I mean, he slowly started to rise in the 80s when he was trendy as mainstream. When he was so trendy or as mainstream. I mean, he wasn't under the radar if he was mainstream like that. Yes, we are hearing much static that I think Milestone is around the corner. Wow. Charles, you're killing me on that one, man. I'm going to give you a little ding. But yeah, man, I don't know, man. It's too soon to light the torches to a certain extent. Is T'Challa gone? Yes, they just said it in there that he is gone. They're going to replace the throne. Something that I found very, very interesting was the dude that he is fighting right here. It's a bad picture. Let me scroll, keep scrolling. Right here, he's got a T. That's like Cold Tiger style. That almost looks like it wants to be a wannabe Killmonger. I'm not sure who this is. But yeah, he's gonna. I guess these two guys are gonna fight. T'Challa's probably gonna lose, and yeah, this guy's gonna probably become the next Black Panther. God forbid they put a woman that's Shuri or anybody else, then they really gonna be bad. You know how that goes, man. It's regardless, man. Nobody's gonna be able to in the fans' eyes. Nobody's gonna be able to replace T'Challa. So they might as well hang that up. But let's keep scrolling around. Let's see what folks picked up this week. Willpower. This is another comic book that I will co-sign. Now, art is a little, I don't want to call it goofy, but it's a little different. but the story in here is really, really good. It's about a guy that it's about a young teen that gets around like this power conduit, gets sucked into like this multiverse, but it's like almost like Superman when he gets there because of our Earth's gravity is different from the universe that he goes to. He has like superpowers, and I think it's cool. It's an original type of idea to a certain extent, and I like it. I picked up Willpower #1. I don't have issue 4 and 5, but if we're talking black indies to go and support, this is definitely one. And it's the art I think inside of here is very, very fun. This is your fun type art style. It's not like your Kane and White or anything like that. I would definitely go and pick that up. It's called Willpower. Obviously, anytime you make a post with a mixed race couple, there's always going to be, there's a bunch of comments about that. So we ain't going to get into that, man. Black Lightning is going to wrap up pretty soon here. What did y'all think about Black Lightning? Did y'all like it? Did you hate it? Did you like it? Or is this another Black Lightning? Oh my God, bro. I can't do a show without drama for my head. All right, maybe that's better. Maybe it's not better. All right, let me try this again. It's still messing up. Oh my God. Maybe I can just I don't know what to do. I don't understand why. So can y'all hear me now? I should be able to hear me a lot better. Can y'all hear me now? I'm just gonna take this off altogether. Y'all hear any static in the background? Am I still muted? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Okay, cool. Yes, can hear. All right, sorry about that, man. We still working on the audio situation here. Loud and clear, we hear you. Okay, so Black Lightning, he's not really one of my guys. Wasn't really into the series like that. I think it's a great art, good series. Definitely going to pick it up. But again, not really 100%. I'm just speaking for me. Let's see what else was going on. We got some Mr. Terrific is supposed to be coming out pretty soon. I'll be interested in reading that. I just wanted to be action-packed. I don't need a lot of dialogue to show how intelligent and smart and he is. I mean, do that, but I also want to see him get into some action, come up with some different. One of the things that made like Black Panther has a good balance between very, very smart, but he can fight really, really well. And that's kind of what we need from Mr. Terrific. And I think we get that, but there's this, like a lot of writers today, they open up with a freaking monologue. I don't want that. I want it to be old school 70s style. By the time I turn the third page, somebody should be getting punched in the mouth. Somebody should be falling off of a cliff and have to change it to their armor. We need to make comics great again. Because right now, in my opinion, they're just a bunch of like just writing and novels. And I just I'm over that. Dreadlock, the Barbarian. I have heard of this series, independent. Pretty cool art on this one. Haven't read. Y'all sign off in the comments. So this is one thing I like. Like, we didn't post this up. Courtney, that's in the space, great contributor. He posted this up. He even goes on to say, he doesn't go on to say when this is coming out, but I'm pretty sure this is coming out soon. Dope cover. If I'm gonna buy a Storm cover, I want the old school classic with good art. I'm a sucker for that. Not so like she has a lot of different costumes, but I like the old school classic. So I'll definitely be going with this. I know they're not going to be killing off Storm anytime soon, so I think we'll be safe. As far as Storm goes, let's see here. Let's keep it going. What else do we got? Lion Man. The art was done by John Jennings. Really, really dope. Lion Man should have really been had several comic books throughout the years. I mean, he's just now coming back and like getting like his own solo series. Like, think about it, 1947 and it's 2025, and he's just now getting his own book. Somebody black should have been done this a while back ago. This is a graphic novel. And this is also public domain, so anybody can freaking do this. Shout out to John Jennings for picking this up, man. This is well overdue. Monica Rambeau, this is coming out in July. Thunderbolts Doomstrike, this is a variant. Definitely going to go pick this up. I mean, somebody's got to be a Monica Rambeau fan, right? That's just not going to cry about why she called Photon, why she called Spectrum. Like, people got to actually go and buy her books, or they're going to mess around and call her Auntie Mama. And they can do that. But we got to support her books to let people know that, hey, she's important. But we got this thing, man, where there can only be one, and we always just hyper focus on the one and only black superhero, and female superhero in Marvel. I guess that's Storm. And that's no shade to Storm, but Monica deserves her flowers, and I think she gets them on social media here and there, but just not transactional. There's not like people out chasing her books. And she's got actually a lot of them, but there's just not a lot of people chasing her books, which is a crime, which I think is crazy. He says, I wish they would just go forward with Mr. Terrific story and not backwards in an origin story that looks straight. The Dreadlocks one, yep, slept on care, definitely different units. Yeah, I mean, people got to move. People got to help move these books. And right now, they're not really moving Monica Rambeau books. We got to get, and I honestly think, I really believe in my heart that I know exactly why that is, because we feel like there can only be one. It's just Storm. Why do we need to support? We'll just cry about Monica's name, but we're not going to go out and buy her books. And that's a problem. But I have all of her keys. I will be going to buy them. When I talk about keys, I'm talking about her first appearance. I got a foreign first appearance from UK, which is her all-white cover, just like ASM 16. We're talking the first time that she became leader of the Avengers. We're talking about when she became Photon, when she became Spectrum. All those things are considered Monica Rambeau keys. And so you definitely need to go pick that up. Even though I know it's back issues, those books are over 30 years old. Get them out, Richard calls them, go rescuing books out of shops. So those are the type of things that we got to do. Let me keep scrolling here. What else we got? Dark Matter. I mean, Avid Comics. This looks pretty interesting. Gives me like some 80s vibes. I don't know, like Silverhawk-ish. So I mean the colors, like the 80s vibe. I kind of dig it a little bit. And we have Black Goliath, RIP. Definitely will go pick this up. Haven't seen Black Goliath hasn't been in a Marvel comic in a long time. And so at least he's on the cover. They will never be bringing this character back. I just don't see it. I think when you're trying to say, okay, I'm trying to sell some books, I don't think people are going to say, oh, I'm going to go back and raise Black Goliath from the dead, which is crazy because he's a dope character. I mean, how many black characters grow big in the Marvel? I mean, he has his nephew that's doing that, but they're not using it. And I say bring back Black Goliath because he was dead. Bring him back some different powers. I mean, Black Panther is supposed to be the not the Lord of Death, but you know what I'm talking. I think he has a power. What is it? King of the Dead. They can bring freaking Black Goliath back. Brother Voodoo. Somebody mix up some type of potion, bring his butt back. So that ain't gonna happen. He doesn't have the fans, so he gonna stay dead. I kind of skipped over some stuff here. So switching gears here a little bit, dope. I didn't even know there was many books, characters, and so I'm gonna switch gears and go to League of Comic Geeks, Black Comic Lords. And when I type that in, I'll be able to pull up the pull list for this week, and we can talk about some of those comics. So I'm gonna go to present. I'm gonna share my screen. League of Comic. Wait, is this it? No, right here. All right, we're gonna share this. So shout out to Paul. I don't think to my knowledge, that there is any place that you could go online week after week and find books that are Black centered. Or like, for example, Popeye. You're like, well, how is Popeye Black centered? Well, Marcus Williams is doing the art. So this book has a Black artist on it. You have the Avengers. Obviously, this has Black Panther. So this book is also on the Black Comic Lords pull list. Now, I think with this one, none of these variant covers I'm interested in. But you're going to have Black Panther, Captain America. Is Storm going to be in this issue? Yeah, Storm is also in this issue. So in this issue, House Rules, Kang Always Wins, the finale to the Casino story. Haven't really been following the Avengers too tightly, but I think if something controversial pops up, I'll jump on it. Popeye. Nothing coming out this week that I'm crazy about. Obviously, you have Ultimate Black Panther. He's made it all the way up to issue 14. Shout out to him for doing that. Shouldn't be hard. Ultimate Black Panther. Is this book going to go 30 issues? Is it going to go 30? Is it going to go 20 issues? What do you guys think? Do you guys think that it hasn't? I know they don't let books run that long nowadays, but do you think that this book has the leg? If I'm going to go grab a cover, though, it's definitely going to be this one. This cover is sweet. Absolutely sweet. That's a really dope. I might have to make a Black Comic Lord variant out of that. But in the meantime, speaking of that, I'm going to go ahead and run a commercial to pay some bills. Let me see where our commercials are, because we need a good commercial, right? Who doesn't like a good commercial? You know what? This one is always timely. It's going to be harder and harder to do this based off of the tariffs that are coming out. So this lady, Eve Ewing, who we've had the privilege of having on our show, she's going to talk about Black comic pre-orders. Now, eggs are more expensive. You can't even get you can barely get a kid's meal for less than $10 a day. Kids probably shouldn't be eating at McDonald's, no way. But you got to pre-order these books. Or it's literally just going to be Miles and maybe Black Panther on the shelves. Storm still has, I think, a little ways to go. I think after this run ends, folks are going to, Marvel might say, you know what, we can maybe put out some Storm books like we put out Black Panther. Black Panther has never, I think, gone a year without having a run since the Hutland run. He's had a mini. So maybe this book for Storm does the same thing. I would love for them to bring back Marvel Team Up and just put 2 characters in a damn book. Put Monica Rambeau and Storm in a book. I know that's super OP, but I say, hell, do it anyways. But that's me. I'll be right back.
Comics are different. Those things cannot be returned if they do not sell. Okay, so that means that if they buy 10 copies of Monica Rambeau Photon and nobody buys it, they eat that money. And your local comic shop is, the margins are very thin, right? Times are hard for everybody. And so what that means is that it gives comic shop owners incentive to be very risk averse, right? And so you could order a bunch of Batman and you know that every month people are going to come in and buy Batman. It's often characters of color, new characters, lesser known characters where they're like, I don't know, this could be good, but if I put this on my shelves and people don't buy it, I lose money. And I'm sympathetic to that. That's a real assessment that they have to make. So the way that we avoid that is you go in and you pre-order. So Paul goes in 3 months before the comic set comes out and says, hello, I would like to pre-order Monica Rambeau Photon #1. I'm not going to wait till it comes out. I'm telling you now that I want it. And at that point, they're like, okay, let me go ahead and order this. And in the comics world, that is the sale that counts. By the time you come into a store and purchase a comic book, that sale does not count. I know it is ridiculous. It is very silly. That is the way it is. The sale that counts is when the store orders it from the distributor. That is what they are counting. And so what that means is that when you go in and you pre-order things, it actually gives that store confidence. Like, okay, Paul said Paul's going to be back and spend his $5 on this book. So we're good. If we order this one, we know it's going to sell and we can pay our rent. We're not going to be eating this cost this month. The best thing to do is your subscription or your pull list, where you go in and you say, I want you to put these in every month for me, right? And then they will set that aside in a box.
Message.
Listen, it's just that simple. Now, it's not easy for everybody. I know, especially with everything that's going on, it's not that easy. But yeah, that's how comic books have been working forever, and nobody has ever told us that. We've kind of been on our own. I know a lot of people like this cover. I think they should have combined T'Challa, Okoye, and Shuri on one, but they're trying to separate them. I don't know. Maybe people will buy this. Maybe they won't. Not sure. Yeah. So let's go back to. Yeah. So this is this week. Like I said, not too thrilled about this week, but let's go to next week, the last week in March. Let's see here. And guess what, man? We got a special guest, man. So now let the games begin.
Oh,
we got
man.
Mr. Donovan. What's good, man?
Yo, what's going on, BCL fam? What up, man? Sorry for the late entry.
Nah, it's all good, man. It's all good. We're just talking about some comic books that'll be coming out in the next couple of weeks. This week, that's Bitterroot. Bitterroot is back.
Ooh, long
The
time
next
coming.
movement. Let's click on it. They're back. They're back.
Oh, that's a must buy.
I know we just had the entire we had majority of the crew last week before last, and they was talking. They dropped a lot of dimes about Bitterroot, and it was a pleasure to have those guys on the Bitterroot team. We are blessed. Don't let anybody fool you. It's not easy, but we are blessed to have the opportunity to actually talk to the freaking creatives. I will say this, and this is, I think on the entire community, it's a strike. A lot of these people that we are seeing, unfortunately, for some, it'll be their first and they'll be their last. But a lot of these people, when I say first and last, I'm specifically talking about there should be other than us that are talking to the Bitterroot crew, that are talking to Freestyle Comics. A lot of these indie guys. And for a lot of them, this was their first opportunity to, the first time I've ever seen them on YouTube, period. Not specifically the Bitterroot crew, but a lot of these folks. This is the first. I'm like, how come such and such XYZ person doesn't have almost a whole catalog of interviews on YouTube? But go type in a white artist. Go type in a white writer that's not even that big. They got a preference. Because white folks will go out their way to help, to lift up, to prop their writers and their artists. And it's so organic. But it's like with the black influencers, in my opinion, this is me. There should just be more.
Go ahead. Speak your truth, man.
There should just be more. There should have been, I interviewed Larry Fuller years ago. Larry Fuller is the creator of Ebon, the first black superhero in his own title. 1960, December of 1969. In the interview I did with him was the only one that's published, which is not a great video, and y'all know it ain't. It's only got 500 views. But my God, there should, even after I did what I did, there should have been 20. He should have had to turn down people to interview.
You know why, right?
Huh?
You know why, right?
Why?
There's no red carpet premiere doing that. There's no invite to this social party in LA doing that. There's no brand deal coming from that interview. You know what I mean? Like, that's what honestly, the bandwagon approach, man. All these guys are looking in it for themselves in the sense like, what brand deals can I get? Is this going to give me the hits? Is this going to give me the clicks? Can I go on Disney's red carpet premiere or Netflix's carpet premiere? That's really the appeal of a lot of these influencers, man. That's what it's not about the culture. It's not about the message. It's really about what is in it for me and how can I get there.
I really want to push back on you, but I think that's definitely a part of it, and I don't like that. But like so I know there's somebody that's like, okay, so what? Larry Fuller is not on a bunch of YouTube videos. What's the big deal? Well, let me show you who Larry Fuller is. This is the video that I did with Larry Fuller. This is his comic book. This is his character. It's another picture of his character here. I'm trying to blow this up. I'll blow it up one more time. Oh. Here's him with John Jennings. I gotta see if I can blow this stuff up. Hold on. Yeah, I mean, if you want to know more about, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you all about Ebon right now, the boost on it. But this is a part of this dude is, I think, in his at least 70s or his 80s. This guy has gotten his flowers, but there's still more flowers to give for this guy. Are you kidding me right now? And he's out of he was the first Black artist to do it. And he wrote and he did all the art by himself on a book, and then they made copies of it on a copier. And the first ever the first ever comic book shop, which was San Francisco Comics. So I mean, we just gotta we like he should be telling me, man, I wish I never did an interview with you because people are blowing up my phone to try to get me on to do a show. And I can guarantee you he's not hearing that.
Look, I tell you what. Hirsch, where you went? Oh man, you see, look, they trying to censor, man. They trying to censor you, dude. But I think for real, let Lionsgate make an Ebon live action movie. Then see what happens. Then yeah. Then all the research happens, right?
One thing I will tell you about Fuller though, he's very modest. He's not looking for all the proper circumstance and a parade. A movie, I'm not going to speak for him, but I know I'm not going to speak for what he wants as far as a movie. But I'll tell you this is very modest. But I think in the back corner of his brain, he'll be like, man, now this is, he did this, made 100 copies. It did not take off. It wasn't the next Berserker. It wasn't the next, Demon Slayer, but this is also 2025 versus 1969. It didn't take off. And for years, he kind of put it away in his vault. He moved on with his life, got married, lives in San Francisco, wrote other books. And then I think in the early 2000s, EBOC, which is East Coast Comic Con or whatever, they honored him. But then after that, it's been very quiet. Then the Black Comic Lords was created. I met Jay Napoleon. I was up one night and I saw it, and not even knowing that a bunch of other Black collectors actually owned this book. It blew up from like 2018 to like 20. Oh my God, that was the biggest, most sought after comic book. To a certain extent, it really still is. Yeah. It's one of the top dogs. You're gonna have to, and if you want to own this book, for example, if you want to own this book, we'll run over to eBay. Can you see it?
No, I don't see it yet.
Okay, I'll pull up in a minute. Ebon Larry Fuller. Let me share that screen.
Yo, Patrick Sargent says, I go old school all day. Originality stands alone. I feel you, man. Yeah.
So they're asking the asking price for a 5.5 is $3,499. Now you might be saying, "Oh, these motherfuckers out of their mind. Nobody paying that, bro. Stop it."
That's
This book, right there. This book, I mean, I go to the sold listings, but a lot like a 5.5. The highest grade is 8.5. This is also called a tabloid because you see all this excess right here. It's almost like a newspaper, right? I think he printed this off on a colored copier. Now it does say on here 1970, but it was actually 1969, and that's the back of the comic book. This book goes, and the last one I saw went for like $2,000. And it was like a 2.5. There is also a guy that has like over 8 or 9 of them. And he's made a big mission in his life to own him. I'm not going to reveal what his name is because I don't have that permission. I know he's a diehard. He's met the guy. I mean, he's a big fan. So shout out to this right here. Last thing, and then I'm gonna let you take over. But Fantastic Four 119. If you're a Black Panther fan, you should know what this is. This is the first appearance as T'Challa going gold. He doesn't go out. He doesn't go under the moniker of Black Panther at this point. Let me go to sold items. This book just sold for $10,000. I'm gonna go to highest selling book. Let me go over here and show you. This book just sold for like $3,000.
Man, dang.
Yeah. It's.
What do you name himself in this? Cold Tiger, Bronze Tiger.
Well, he first went as the Cold Tiger, but Marvel didn't use that. Where is the? Is it here? Oh, here it is. Highest first. This book just sold for $3,000. $3,500. It sold on January 6th, and it's right here. Just sold for $3,500. This book right here with Black Panther in it.
Oof.
Yep.
Man.
So books are still now. This is a 9.8. A lot of people don't even own. A lot of people own this book, but were you able to see it?
5. Yeah, I see it.
Let me
9.8 right there.
Got Comic Lords. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys this because I think it's important. BlackComicLords.net. So if you go to BlackComicLords.net, and if you want to see, it's loading. If you want to see why this book is important, I'm on editor's view. I think my thing is having problems loading over here for whatever reason. But yeah, man, it's a lot of meat left on the bones for a lot of these comic books out here, man. So what you got going on?
Dude, nothing much, man. Just went down with a pre-production meeting, shooting a short film on Saturday. It's going to be like a horror comedy. Hope to show it, I think, next month once we're done editing it, man. But other than that, dude, just looking on Facebook, seeing how Marvel's trolling the Black Panther fans and a whole lot of nonsense, man.
They are trolling the heck out of Black Panther fans. I don't know how they can stand it. I just want to get out the way. I'm just trying to get out the way. I don't want nobody to take out their anger on me. But yeah, man. Do we even need? Is it safe to say? Do we even need to go back and take a look at Brave New World and see where the money's at with that?
Oh man, there's no.
Or is it over?
It's not even at 400 yet, man. It can't even get.
Let's take a look. Let's see. Let me go to it right now.
You trying
to? We'll get back on Black Panther, but I'm trying to keep hope alive.
You're trying to keep hope alive. We're gonna cap for Captain America, Sam Wilson, man. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna
because we know there's a lot of people that said this movie did well. This movie's at $389 million. It needs 11 million more to just get to 400.
Just to get to 400.
And let's not forget.
Worldwide.
Eternals. Right? How much did Eternals make? 402. You got to at least pass Eternals, bro.
You got to at least pass Eternals.
You got to at least pass Eternals, bro.
Shang-Chi made more with less marketing and no reshoots.
Yeah.
And during a pandemic era.
Yeah,
Shang-Chi, man.
we gotta do more. We gotta. What will you be satisfied with them sitting at?
For Sam Wilson, I would have been satisfied at 700, 800. 700, 800.
800? You would be satisfied there?
That would have been respectable.
That would have been respectable.
That would have been respectable.
In the climate that we're in right now, where everybody hates everything, and if you're not Black Panther, you don't matter. That's climate we in.
I mean, Wakanda Forever did 800 something. Guardians did 800 something.
Let's see. Let's take a look.
You know,
Wakanda.
That's what they want. The big heads who put the money into it. That's what Disney wants.
Wakanda did 859. Oh, Wakanda almost did $1 billion. Well,
almost did it. Almost.
100,
yeah.
Like 100 and a half. A little over 100 and a half.
It did better. Come on, man. It did better than Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Who would have thought that? I did Guardians 3.
Oh man.
I think it's underneath what's it, Multiverse of Madness for like post pandemic.
Well, did it do better than Guardians of the Galaxy 1?
Let's see. I think it did too.
Dang, 773. Now get it. Now watch this. This was during the heyday. This was during like Marvel could do no wrong. Marvel's perfect. Marvel is the greatest.
Yeah.
This was during that time. We're not there no more, bro. We're in the time where Marvel is woke, Marvel is stupid, Marvel is a horrible company. Everybody hates Marvel now. And listen, bigger they are, the harder they fall, man.
Yeah, you can't stay on top forever. You just can't.
Let's see what
I mean, look at Thor: Love and Thunder. That did 700 something.
I think people had to go. I think people felt like they had to go see that. Thor.
Love and Thunder did 700 something.
Let's check out Ragnarok.
855. See?
Dang it.
Ain't looking hot, ain't it?
Thor 1. Please tell me you made more than Thor 1.
Come on,
that
man.
was horrible.
Let's see. Thor 1. Oh my goodness. 449.
449. And guess what? You can't blame everything on racism, man. You can't.
Dark World. Oh, we going. 644.
Hell no.
Oh my 644. 640.
Oh
no.
Snap.
That must have been international.
Very weak.
Compared to international. Yep, that was international.
Oh my God. Let's see.
Love and Thunder. Let's see.
Woo.
Oh, that's a wrap. That's a wrap, folks. 760 worldwide. Come on, now. You can't cap for this. You can't cap for under 400 million, dude. It's impossible.
Come on, man. Come on, Shang-Chi.
Come on.
432. He's not. There's no way that he's gonna pass 32 simply because he's only got maybe 2 weeks left.
2 more weeks. Yeah.
2 more weeks.
How much did the Marvels
do? Maybe 10 a week. But I probably get like 6 million this week.
It ain't, dude. It's not looking. This is one of
Marvel
the lowest
needs to push out just so they could. When you lose a game, and they'll say, "Oh, well, you're up by 50. Let's let us score a touchdown. Like so you can at least go home with your dignity." If they hit 400, I might cap for them. I might cap. Marvel.
You might cap. Okay.
With directors now, a lot of the big names don't want to work with them. Check out what's the difference. They cover a lot of the director battles. Yeah. And it's not all the directors are just great and Marvel is just trash. Some of the directors are trash. Some of the directors are really, really, really trash. And Marvel is just like, we're trash, but we can't be with you because you're trash as well. But
this is not 389, bro. Come on. After all these weeks.
But listen, we know this much. This is one movie that we ain't got to worry about no more.
It's
we ain't got to worry about
206.
Oh my God.
Talking about a backlash.
Oh my God.
That was a statement right there.
206. The community spoke when they gave it 206. And I didn't think it was. I can't sit here and say I didn't think it was trash. It wasn't trash.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't the kitchen trash can. It was the bathroom trash.
The bath, yeah. There's a difference.
Hold on.
Hold on. Madam Web.
Oh,
now.
oh my God. $100 million? What was the budget?
Yeah, over 100, probably 100.
15 out the gate. They made 10 grand. I could have bought Croatia paid 10 grand. 10 grand.
You could have bought all the tickets for Croatia, man.
I could have.
Yeah.
I could have dipped that into my savings.
What about Craven?
They made $2 million.
No, that's like a re-release of the episode on IMAX or whatever. Look up Craven the Hunter.
Huh?
Craven the Hunter, the last one.
Man, we can talk about Craven tonight if you want.
All right, what you got for
Have you seen it?
Nah, I ain't seen it yet. I'm waiting for it to hit Netflix.
61.
Oh,
woo,
woo,
61. Bro, you can buy a truck. Well, that's 61 million. Never mind. I'm about to say
Hirsch, you could have made your own Craven the Hunter movie and made more money than they did, man.
I think we could have released something on YouTube.
We could have put a camera out in the jungles of the Everglades and get a white guy with the leopard print running around. We could have made more money with that than these guys.
Let me tell you something though. I will say this for Craven the Hunter. The plot. Wow, they got a 15 Rotten Tomatoes. They basically spit on that movie.
Oh, so it is on Netflix. Okay, well, I'm behind it. I got to catch that.
Yeah, it's on Netflix, man.
Okay.
But it was actually, it's watchable, though.
It was watchable.
It is 100% watchable.
Is it better than
Let me
Marvel?
tell you something else. The actor, I don't have a problem with the actor. He did his thing. This is one of these movies where the actor, he did his thing.
Okay.
I'm not mad at the actor at all. Let me go to a shot of the actor.
Aaron Taylor Johnson, I think that's his name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The actor,
I mean, he's a decent actor. He was just in Nosferatu as a British guy.
It's watchable.
Okay.
It is watchable. Because here's the thing. Now, how can I set this up? Go on Netflix. You already paid for the month. Okay. So don't act like, I wasted my money. You already paid for the month. Go and watch. I'm gonna try to watch Venom. Try to get through Venom sometime this week. Venom number 3.
I'm a big Spidey man. I can't do Venom without Spider-Man. I'm just too
I can't either.
fan, man.
I really don't want to, but I'm gonna watch it because I've already paid for my month of March. So it's I'm more. And how many Venom? And if I'm a villain, my favorite villain is Venom. I own ASM 300. I got Venom action figure like all of his keys. No, I own a first Carnage. So like the symbiote thing, like that was my thing in the 90s. Remember Venom from the cartoon?
Oh yeah,
that horn on that bus.
That was
Venom is also the ultimate troll because I have all your powers. I know your secret identity, but I ain't gonna say that.
I ain't gonna say nothing.
But I want to eat your brains. I'll smash your girl. I'm gonna show up at your job.
Yep.
You know,
yep.
He's the perfect villain. Now they've taken a lot of liberties with him. Now, like this whole the mere fact that Venom got 3 movies is horrible.
Crazy.
No way Venom should be getting 3 movies
without Spider-Man. Nasty word.
Let me change the picture here. Venom 3. There's no motherfucking way Venom should be getting 3 movies.
3 movies. This is in the society we live in right now.
This is what we doing.
That's Sony trying to get their bag, man. Without the MCU,
Sony's trying to get whatever they can get out of this character. Now, Marvel's new Venom might be the worst character, Spider-Man character, that fans hate it.
Oh, because Robbie's the new Venom, right?
I'm not sure. I think
they confirmed it was Robbie.
Did they?
Yeah, I think they said it wasn't this other Asian guy. There was one person left. It had to be Robbie as a new Venom.
Well, let's see what this article says. I don't think they've revealed it yet because I would have saw it by now, but I could be wrong. Let's see what this article says. If it's Robbie, I'm cool with that. I'm not gonna pull the BS. Oh, he's fine as Robbie, like they did with Falcon. Oh, he's fine as Falcon. Yeah, but you don't read.
Robbie don't need no symbiote. What are you talking about? He could have a whole series by himself.
He's great. He's great as is. Sure, that's why you follow Robbie. That's
Yo,
why
Rich, I see you in the chat, man. What's up? What's up?
the biggest Robbie fan in the world. Venom was born of hatred. Da da da. Okay. The Marvels, the new Venom. I didn't have been a mystery, but the all new Venom. Dylan brought the new Black Ghost in me. Okay, blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
Some people were even saying it was him. I forget his name. Chris or Scott or something like that.
Dude, I'm so outdated. I didn't even know Eddie Brock had a son, man. Like I'm so.
Oh yeah. That was Donnie Cates did all of that, and that book was going for some good money. Noel and all that stuff was going for some good money. If Venom is a black guy, the kids are scared. They're my family.
What are you talking about? Venom's always been black. He was originally supposed to be black, like April O'Neil.
Yeah.
He's always been black.
Yeah, like April O'Neil was always black, which she wasn't.
Yeah.
People wanted to make that up too. Oh yeah, they got this picture right here.
Oh snap!
Yeah, but they got out everybody. There's no way it's not a Mystique.
Nah,
That would be super dumb if it's
Come
not.
on, man. That's
If
easy.
they do that, they would really shoot themselves in the foot. Rick Jones, maybe he's been not Abomination. He's been A-Bomb. He's been Captain Marvel. But you know, let some people in the community tell it. Monica Rambeau has always been she's the original Captain Marvel. It's not. But that's a whole nother thing. Luke Cage.
It wasn't Luke Cage. That got confirmed.
Well, but then why are they still making these covers? They're trying to sell them? I don't want to.
They're probably trying to sell it. It makes sense. Robbie knows Spider-Man. He knows all the stuff that's been going on in New York City since the 60s, man. It's probably Robbie.
So this guy says, I thought just crossed my mind. Isn't Paul too tall? Venom got the head blasted, so there hasn't been one Luke Cage. Blah, blah. We don't know. If it's Luke Cage, didn't we talk about how Luke Cage needs to get an upgrade? Maybe this is the upgrade that we need. He needs, man. Venom is bad because Spider-Man is not in the movie. Venom's story has fallen so hard since King in Black, and the last run just went on for too long. Yeah, shout out to Black Spider and Val. They're trying to milk Venom as much as possible.
As much.
But it's like there's really nothing left on the bones. Now Venom is Carnage now. Eddie Brock is Carnage now. And we know that's not gonna last.
Gosh, no.
It's almost like Marvel is like curious, like they're bi-curious. Like they want to be here. They want I'm gonna try this out. I'm gonna try that out. It's just like y'all perverting these characters, man.
What about a yellow symbiote? No, let's do a rainbow symbiote. No, let's do a pink symbiote.
Let's do a Black Power symbiote.
Black Power symbiote. Yeah.
I don't know, man. Just give me something. Are they running out of things to talk about? I think Batman and Superman ran out of things to talk about. I think a lot of these characters have just ran out. That's why they take L's. What do you do when Black Panther can't lose to anybody? You make him start losing to people.
You make him start losing.
You kill him off. Maybe that's what's in Marvel's mind. Remember, I didn't say that. I'm just speculating.
You know, Peter Parker storylines. We ran out of storylines of him married. Well, let's give him a divorce. And now we got more storylines. You know, I mean, they do this. It's a cycle, man.
The House of Black Spider says the House of Ideas has ran out of ideas.
Right, ideas.
But dude, I'll give it. It's been 80 something odd years. What else is? I mean, I think it's now time to go to the fans. Ask the fans what they want to see. Then don't pay them because you ain't gonna pay them no way. But at least ask them. At least ask the fans what they want to see. I mean, just ask the fans and just run with it. And just put out a disclaimer. We're going to ask the fans what they want. We'll probably do a hodgepodge of everything, but we're not going to pay you because we can't afford to pay people to give us ideas. But if you do that, then you lose your credibility for creativity. Then people are going to say, well, why do I need Marvel when y'all just going to take it? Because y'all own the IPs. I can do fan fiction and write better stories.
You know, I'm going to give the talent the benefit of the doubt. I think the writers do have new ideas and maybe some fresh new stuff that maybe Marvel's like, nah, not now, or we'll pass on that. I bet they get pitched some good stuff, but do they accept it? It's up to them to decline it or accept it, So
Are we still not talking about the new Jonathan Majors information that just dropped?
Nope.
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 Well, okay, without giving it away, why don't you want to talk about that?
It's nothing to talk about, man. And everyone else is gonna, say something. So I ain't got nothing to say.
You ain't got nothing to say. Well,
I
listen.
got nothing to say, bro.
We're not going to talk about Jonathan Majors tonight. I'm going to give you all the Trump heads. We're not going to talk about him tonight. We're not going to talk about Jonathan Majors tonight, but if you want to know, just Google Jonathan Majors. It's going to be the first thing that pops up. But we ain't going to talk about it tonight because Dion told me not to.
I mean, you can talk about it. I got nothing to say, man.
You got nothing to say.
Everything that's going to be said is going to be said. So I really got no sound now. Rich is saying my headphones plugged in. I can hear my.
Who lost sound?
Rich said, "Are your headphones plugged in? No sound now."
Well, can you not hear nobody?
Uh-oh.
Richard? Hold on.
Who's not sounding?
Are your headphones plugged? I don't have any headphones. Can everybody? So Richard says no. So how can he hear us? How is he hearing us?
Is he trolling us?
Is he trolling us? What's going on?
Have you recruited Hirsch?
Okay, well, everybody else can hear. Richard,
right.
you plug in your headphones. He says, I want Marvel to grow up, give us new heroes and villains. Peter Parker grows up having kids, training new heroes, continue having people hating mutants. We've already had that. It's called the Next Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
Spider-Man's got a daughter, which is Spider-Girl. They had a nice little series back in the 90s, early 2000s. He says, put that $30 podcast kit down. Hey, shut up, Richard, right? It is. I did buy this podcast kit for $30 from TikTok Shop.
Hey, production value, man. Production value.
Hey, man, look. Black Commodores don't pay me enough, man. Shout out to Richard Wright, man. Richard Wright been doing this, shit, man, since 2000? Been running his mouth on Sunday nights. And I say this all the time.
The black pill is real, man. The black pill is real.
The black pill is real. We used to have 5 people watching. Oh, man. We used to, after the show, man, we had 5 people tonight, man. We doing a thing, man. 5 people tonight. Because normally we do like 2 or 3. And then one time, I think we brought a guest on. We had like 10 people. We was like, man, I don't know what to do with all this traffic that's coming on the show. Bro, 10 people. Then we got to the teens. We were like, oh, man, we got 13 people on the show tonight. Wow. But that's when we was just only on Facebook.
Yeah.
And then we would do YouTube, and YouTube started off real slow. Real slow. But then it started to pick up. It says, wow, I shouldn't have just searched Mr. Matrix. Dion, you're not going to say anything about
I'm not saying anything. Look, if they ever you got, some people want to milk it for another month and a half and make money, cool, man. I'm not I'm not talking.
You know what? Maybe because Jonathan J. Matrix. I gotta go, Dion.
Go ahead, go for it, man. I got nothing. You got the sauce. I got nothing, bro. Go ahead.
So apparently, I'm gonna have to really. I was fucked up. Open up my child. Dang, there's a lot more stuff on here. I don't even know if I want to get into this. He was abused as a child, and there's a lot of stuff that's coming out, man. That Audio Genres admits. All right, Richard is probably gonna DM me and say, No, don't talk about it. But
wave the white flag, man.
Let me go. Let me pull it up. We here. Dion's gonna mute his mic. He's not saying anything. Let me pull it up.
I'm gonna grab my tea. Sip some tea.
I'm not throwing any shade at Jonathan Majors, and we're gonna just hop on and hop right on. So here's the deal. Oh boy. This is off of what website is this? The Root. So this is The Root now. Take it for what you want. Oh boy. And in bombshell audio, Jonathan Majors seemingly admits strangling ex-girlfriend. So let me go down to where it says where he actually does some talking. Yeah, man. I mean, look. Right now, the man is about to drop a film, and now this leaked audio drops. I aggressed at you, Majors. You strangled me and pushed me against the car. That's all the things here. Yeah, man, it's just bad. It's just getting worse. And for a minute, we were like, okay, he got with Megan Good. He's straight. I don't even want to get into that. I don't. Y'all can go and open up another window on your laptop and read that while y'all watch us. I haven't done enough homework, but that did drop today. It's like I'm not getting into that. All right, but that was a preview. If y'all like, I don't want to click on it. I just spoiled it. Y'all can go run on that, talk about that. I'm pretty sure somebody's gonna be DMing me like, we shouldn't be doing that. So, hold up, I got a message right now.
See, Feds is watching.
What does this message say? Hold up.
Feds is watching, man. Black Spider says Majors gotten played.
What's up? Say what? Majors got played.
Majors gotten played.
Yes, more violence in comics, very little words as possible. Good artwork. Oh, he's talking about something else. I thought he was talking about. We said Black Spider said yes, more violence in comics. I thought he was talking about Jonathan Majors. Listen, man, I'll say this, man. I have never been famous. I've been infamous, but I have never been famous. You gotta move, and even if you move differently, you can say what you want. And some people are like, oh, you can't get with those snow bunnies. I don't care what one you get with. You get with the wrong person, bad things are liable to happen. And I've been in situations where I got into it with a female, not like that to that degree of pushing and shoving, but when you're a celebrity, you gotta just like first sign of trouble. You got to get. You got to like there was probably warning signs within yourself that you were going to get aggressive with this lady, or she's going to get aggressive with you. Because you just signed that big contract, you got to move differently. You got to move differently. Just period. Whoever you're dealing with, man. Even with men, if it's your homeboy, you got to move differently. Oh, we got in an argument. You promised me X, Y, Z, and then now people put stuff on social media, and they already got a following. People gonna be like, "Well, shoot, where there's smoke, there's fire." You just got to be careful, man. I'm glad we are tiny, itty bitty black comic lords, and we're not the Jonathan Majors of the world. Because I don't want to have. You can hear it.
Oh Lord, man! Don't let the leaks come out who try to submit what comic into the group.
Say what?
I said don't let the leaks come out of who try to submit their Kickstarter in the group.
Oh,
or to pitch their comic.
Nah, man. But let's see. We're gonna go over here to back to the Black Comic Lords.
Okay.
Are we on? Is it on? Oh, here we go. And let's see. What else is going on this week? Shout out to Black Comic Lord variant. We got Storm getting, I don't know, dragged out of the beach. She was probably with T'Challa. And
or Namor.
Or Namor. Ooh. Watch yourself, man.
Water. I
don't know who she was with, but yeah, Captain Marvel comes through says today. Whoopie whoop. I was super bored one night. I threw this together. This is originally a Miss Marvel comic. Miss Marvel 15. If y'all want to see what this originally looked like, check out Miss Marvel 15 from her first series. Black Comic Book Festival is going on.
That's what's up.
Dennis Cowan. Shout out Dennis Cowan, man. Our Stan Lee, Jack Kirby. Some dope art right here. All of his art, his lines are very, very crispy, man.
Signature, he's got that style, man.
And that's one thing I appreciate. It's a lot of guys that draw like other people, but he does a lot of the lines kind of work back into each other, but it creates a picture.
Yeah, the best artists, you can tell their art from a mile away. Like they got their signature style.
That's a cow.
Hey, this is I would have bought 5 copies of this if they made this for real.
Blade looks a little demented. I don't like the version of Blade, but Kumar Foster is another variant maker. He doesn't do comic book, but he does mashups. And he put what's this karate guy that Martin plays?
Dragonfly Jones.
Dragonfly Jones. Yes, literally says it right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I like the one with showing up, choking out Batman. That's a good one too.
Yeah, he does. He got some good work, man. Yeah. And I know a lot of people think this stuff is corny, but this stuff gets some. He talks about Now, Richard, you might want to move because he talks about his hairline. Right?
Yo, what is that?
I don't know, man.
Oh my goodness. Is this modern? Is that old? I hope that's old.
That's old. That's semi-old.
Oh,
and he choked out.
There it is. That's the dope.
This kind of went viral too. Most of the stuff he does kind of goes viral. I like it because it helps out our space. It drags people into our space. They become members because they want to see more stuff like this. But yeah, man, he did a good job on these pieces. I do these type of pieces. Now he didn't do this. He just added in the words in here. Yeah. He's got Black Panther with Solomon Grundy. That was slick.
That's cool.
This is a
nice little silhouette there.
I like that.
Yeah.
Not a big fan of Brother Stinkmeaner.
Stinkmeaner?
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, some of his stuff can be a little quick. Okay. This one right here.
That went viral.
I saw this all over Twitter. I'm pretty certain Snoop Dogg saw this. I don't think Snoop Dogg was too happy about this one. But this is after we found out that he played at Donald Trump's inauguration.
To get his friend out of jail.
Yeah, that was
supposedly. Yo, D. Smith, I see you, man. What up? What up?
What's going on with the comment? Okay, Donovan, silence. Brother has 6 head. We don't have dreams. He has movies. Left matter. He must be super genius in the universe.
That forehead.
All right, let's see what else he got here. Man, I'm gonna tell you something, man. This will be a good matchup.
Storm and Shazam.
The only thing that's gonna hold Shazam back is because he's actually a kid, so he would never kill her. But if he grabs her and all she does is throw lightning at him, that's not gonna do anything. And all he has to do is call out Shazam. And when that lightning bolt comes down and strikes both of them, I think only one of them gonna be left standing.
I don't know. Can Storm take a punch from a Superman character?
No, not. She's a glass cannon. We love Storm. We think she's beautiful. You have to say that, right? And she is, but she's a glass cannon. I mean, she's still a human being. If you punch her in the face hard enough, she's gonna get knocked unconscious. You punch Shazam as hard as you can in the face, he's gonna laugh, or probably just scratch his nose. I mean, so, but that was cool. Blade versus Wolverine.
Okay.
Nightwing definitely beats. Well, I think Nightwing wins.
Nightwing got more feats. He just got more experience, man.
He got more experience in feats than Night Thrasher. Night Thrasher ain't no slouch. But I'm not gonna cap. I mean, Nightwing has been trained by the best, man, and he's got more people under his belt.
Yeah.
Night Thrasher all day long. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna swing back to Black Comic Lords. Let's keep scrolling down. I posted this up. A lot of people don't know about this Isaiah Bradley, Captain the Steve Rogers issue. Now it's a trash issue. The story is garbage, but hey, I bought it. Goes in my action figures.
I got that joint somewhere in my bin. Long box.
Janelle Monáe expands her sci-fi universe by unveiling a new graphic novel.
I think she did it at BlurredCon a couple weeks ago.
Man, BlurredCon. Let's see. I guess it doesn't have a link. Never mind. I don't know what she got going on here with her outfit, but
it's fashion, man.
I don't know what's going on. But shout out to BlurredCon for getting a big celebrity like her to break it out, and so shout out to her for wanting to go to a black venue. BlurredCon it's really pop culture and anime con, but hey, cheers to that.
Cheers to that, man.
She could have went anywhere else.
Yep. She could have went to Anime Expo, but she went to BlurredCon instead. So
listen, I unfortunately am not gonna lie. When I first saw this picture, you know what I thought about this right here? I thought he was kissing a man. But then I had to look at this picture. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, no.
But I was like, man, what are they doing to Black Lightning? I said, oh, my God.
You call him Sass Lightning after that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool. They got back together. I mean, that's an arc.
Listen.
I think, right?
Yeah, they got back together. Listen, I got to get out of here. I'm Prop 2. But appreciate y'all for checking in. And we will see y'all next time. I'm going to get my audio situation together. But I'm going to check you guys out on the next one.
Peace, y'all.
Peace.